Hey, what's up, guys? It is me, Chachionics. I'm here with another video. This video is going to be about my predictions for the 2022 NFL playoffs. So I already have my teams in mind of who I think is going to win. So before I get into who I think is going to win this weekend, I do want to say I am recording this video with a new phone. I got a new phone back in December, but I didn't fully trade in the phone until yesterday. So the phone that I traded in was an iPhone XR, it was in red, and I changed it to I got a iPhone 13 Pro Max in graphite. So that is, if you see a difference in quality or you see something, whatever, that is why. So if you don't see a difference in quality, okay, whatever. But I just wanted to preface that if you do notice a difference in quality. So this video is going to be, as I said, about my predictions for the 2022 NFL playoffs. I do have teams in mind about who I think is going to win. So this video shouldn't take too long. I don't think it's going to be more than 5 minutes. I may get a little bit more in detail of who I think is going to win and how, because it's not a lot of games. So I can be I can give my thoughts. I can give more of my thoughts about what is going to happen each game. So for this weekend, there are 6 games. And these games are as follows. On Saturday, January 15th at 1:30 p.m., we have Las Vegas Raiders at Cincinnati Bengals. At 5:15 p.m., we have New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. On Sunday, January 16th at 10 a.m., we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At 1:30 p.m., we have San Francisco 49ers at the Dallas Cowboys. And at 5:15 p.m., we have Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs. And for the final game of Super Wildcard Weekend, on Monday, January 17th, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. So I have my picks already in, and I'm going to get a little bit more detail than I normally would. Let's start with Las Vegas and Cincinnati. I'm going to give my overall picks, and then I'm going to delve in deeper why I think that team is going to win. So here are my overall picks. Las Vegas over Cincinnati, Buffalo over New England, Philadelphia over Tampa Bay, San Francisco over Dallas, Kansas City over Pittsburgh, and Los Angeles Rams over Arizona. We don't have to worry about 2 Los Angeles teams because the other Los Angeles team, the Chargers, they were eliminated. So I'm picking Las Vegas because I want to make a friend happy here. But I also think they also have the tools to win the game. I really like Las Vegas because it'll be Derek Carr's first playoff game, at least. Not first game in general, but first playoff game. And with the way that they ended the season, I really think they're going to carry that momentum into this playoff game in Cincinnati. I know Cincinnati, they struggled against playoff caliber teams in the regular season. I mean, they faced I want to look at their schedule here. I mean, they beat the Chiefs, which that was a shocker. For me, that was a shocker. But they beat a depleted Broncos team, a depleted Ravens team, and then I don't know how they beat the Chiefs to be able to get into the playoffs. So I really feel like with the Raiders, though, they beat good teams. They beat the Browns. I mean, they also beat some depleted teams a little bit, like the Browns and the Broncos, but they beat a full caliber Colts and Chargers. And I think I'm realizing that maybe they won. No, not the Broncos game, but they won 3 of their last 4 games off of Daniel Carlson, I think is his name, the kicker, off of his leg. So I don't know. I really think Las Vegas is going to win this game. So that's who I'm picking for that game. For New England and Buffalo, I'm picking the Buffalo Bills. because I know the last time they played in Buffalo, Mac Jones struggled. And the last time they played in New England, nothing really clicked for New England. I don't think they really had anything going on against Buffalo. I'm not saying they got lucky in the first game that they beat them, but the rematch, you could see that Buffalo was definitely much more prepared, definitely than the first. They learned from their mistakes in the first game. And they're definitely, in my opinion, not going to make those same mistakes. And they're definitely going to want to please the Buffalo crowd. So that is, I really believe that the quarterback, Josh Allen, I think he's going to do really well. So that's what I think. I mean, there's not really too many details that I want to give in that game. So now we move to the Sunday games. I'm picking Philadelphia over Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay is very depleted on offense. I mean, you can look at their last game where they castigated Carolina, but Carolina is a very weak team. So they were able to have their way against Carolina, and I really like the way. I really like Philadelphia. I know there were comparisons that you can compare them to the Miami Dolphins. They're the NFC East. They're the NFC's Miami Dolphins. They didn't beat the best teams, to end the season. Jets, Washington, Giants, and Washington. But for me, I just don't think that Tampa Bay is going to be able to handle Jalen Hurts and the way he's going to play. I mean, it just for me does not add up. And I've said that before. It doesn't add up. So I just like Jalen Hurts in this game and what he can do in this game more than what Tampa can do. If Tampa was full strength, I would pick Tampa, but they don't have. I know they have Gronk. I know they have Mike Evans, but they have to rely more on their tight ends to win the game. So I really just don't see them winning unless they win based off of their defense. But even if they win based off of their defense, I feel like this game may be similar to when they played the Saints, where your offense just couldn't get going. Your defense was holding the team to minimal points, but the offense just could not get going. And that's just what I think is going to happen on Sunday. So that's my take for that game. For San Francisco at Dallas, I'm not going to appease one of my friends because he's a Dallas fan. And I'm picking San Francisco, not because they're a California team and I'm a California kid, but I really believe that the way San Francisco played, especially I know they lost to the Titans, but they won 8 of their last 10 games. So I feel like they really got momentum swinging on their side. And I feel like the way they ended that Rams game, being down 17-0, being down 17-3, coming back, being down 24-17, Jimmy Garoppolo's freaking career being on the line. And, the commentators, I remember watching it again, they're like, oh, Jimmy G may be washed, the move, we don't know if Jimmy G is going to stay in San Francisco. And, they may want to move up to Trey Lance, the quarterback that they drafted in the past draft. And then Jimmy G just did his thing and, proved, a lot of people like myself wrong. I picked the Rams in that game. So it doesn't, I really think they're going to carry that momentum into the game that they had with the Rams. And I think they're going to go to Dallas and beat Dallas. So now we have Pittsburgh at Kansas City. I think this game is just going to be the part 2 of what happened in their first game. This is Big Ben's last season. He may want to end it with a bang, like winning the Super Bowl, of course. But I did see a report that Kansas City does not have the running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but they have other weapons. I have no idea about Travis Kelce and all those other guys, but I know they have Tyreek Hill and whatever, and it's Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you could say with Tampa Bay Tom Brady, but Tom Brady looked absolutely human against the against the Saints. So I really think Patrick Mahomes is going to do his thing, and it's an Arrowhead. So I really think they're going to win this game. So we'll see what happens. And then the last game between Arizona and Los Angeles. Where do I begin? Okay, so I watch NFL Live, and I watch, this is being a longer video than I expected to be. This is going to be the last detail, and then whatever. So Los Angeles versus Arizona, Arizona at Los Angeles. I watch these reporters, and they talk about Matthew Stafford and how, he's not good and he struggled and all this thing and whatever. I have to remind everybody, they're not called the Los Angeles Matthew Staffords. They're called the Los Angeles Rams. And at the end of the day, it is a team game. You don't just win off offense. You don't just win off defense. You don't just win on special teams. It is a team effort. And I know they talked about, especially in the Vikings game where Matthew Stafford threw 3 interceptions and the defense and the special teams had to bail him out. That's the point. It is a team game. What do you expect? You expect Matthew Stafford to win the game all on his own? Throw 5 touchdowns, throw no interceptions, play every position in the game? Like, come on, dude. Like, that's just not how it works. They're called the Los Angeles Rams. Every team has their team name because it is a team game. They're not called whatever team they are based off of their player. Sure, their player, like in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the face of the franchise. But it's a team game. You need the help of everybody. So I like Matthew Stafford. And I really think he can step up in this game in a playoff environment at home and beat the Cardinals. That's what I'll say. So it's going to be a team effort. They're going to win this game. And I just don't like the way Arizona played at the end of the season. Towards the end of the season. Sure, they beat the Cowboys, but they lost 4 of their last 5 games. And 3 of those games were against non-playoff teams. They lost to the Lions. They got castigated by the Lions. They lost to the Colts, and they lost to the Seahawks. How can you trust Kyler Murray more than Matthew Stafford? I don't understand. I don't get it. That's like, I agree with Dan Orlovsky that he likes Matthew Stafford. But for all these other guys to be like, you can't trust Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has struggled. Okay, sure, he's thrown these interceptions, but he's allowed to make mistakes. And I know it was in the regular season and the emphasis in the playoffs, and you can't be making these mistakes in the playoffs. But that doesn't matter. It is a team game, and in a team effort, you have to be able to face adversity and come back and win. Which for one game, I can say Matthew Stafford did exactly that against the Baltimore Ravens. Not a playoff team, but he did that against the Baltimore Ravens where they won 20-19. And Matthew Stafford threw maybe 2 interceptions in the first half, but in the second half, he went 14 for 14. It doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. And for me, the Rams ended the season stronger, even though they lost that last game against the 49ers, than the Arizona Cardinals. So that's all I got to say. I mean, they could have won 6 in a row. They won 5 of their last 6, losing the last one. So obviously, one of the wins was against a playoff team in the Cardinals. And I could even give the same argument that they won a lot of those games against non-playoff teams, but they won the games they were supposed to win. And the Cardinals lost the games they were supposed to win. But at the end of the day, both of these teams are in the playoffs, and they're going to face each other. And those are my picks. Got a little heated because I just wanted to get that off my chest. So overview, my picks are Las Vegas, Buffalo, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Kansas City, and the Los Angeles Rams. So those are my picks for this week. I didn't expect this video to be too long, but I was able to get more into detail about who I think is going to win, how I think they're going to win. So, I mean, one more detail. Los Angeles, they have Von Miller, and Aaron Donald on defense. I mean, what more? What more could you say about that? And the last time the Rams faced the Cardinals, they split the season series, and the last time the Cardinals faced the Rams castigated them. I mean, what more could you say? So that is my take on the Super Wild Card weekend for every game this weekend and on Monday, and we'll see how I do. And yeah, so I'm making this the day before. It is the 14th of January. It is currently 10:08 p.m. for me. Still a little early. I'm gonna chill a little bit, gonna drink my water, whatever. And I'm gonna be watching these games closely, obviously, as I have been since I started making these predictions, and we'll see how I do. So I do want to preface, I will leave my dad's predictions. I believe he's picking Cincinnati, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, Kansas City, and the Rams. So I'll have to, I have no idea. That's just what I wanted to add. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see how I do. And you guys can comment down below and predict with me, and let's see how you do. So, as well. So let's see what happens, and that's it. So peace out, guys, and yeah, bye.